Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel at JK News Flash. My name is Evans JK. Now if you haven't subscribed, kindly make a point of subscribing to my channel. Now leo nimewaandalia ka documentary kidogo. I want us to focus on how our presidents, we now have 5 presidents as a country, and nataka tuangalie vile each one of them had his own style of kukagua gwaride, ile inspecting the guard of honor, starting with our founding father, the first president, His Excellency Jomo Kenyatta, the second president Daniel Moyo, Mzae Mwai Kibaki the late, and our retired president Uhuru Kenyatta, that was the 4th president, and of course our very own, our current president, His Excellency William Ruto. So hao watu walikuwa na inspector gwaride, and of course William Ruto bado wako na time, but tunaangazia sana hao president, the retired presidents walikuwa na kaguaji gwaride. Enjoy the video and remember to subscribe. Thank you.
Well, we start with Jomo Kenyatta, the founding father of this nation. He was our first president, and you find that he had his own style of inspecting the guard of honor. He was a slow man, and just as he was inspecting the guard, you find that he would give a direct eye contact to the soldiers, and he would walk freely. Yeah, that was his own style. Move on to our second president of the Republic of Kenya, Daniel Moyo, the late. And Moyo was the president who served this country for the longest time, for 24 years as the head of state. And you find that for that time, now that he had inspected the guard for a longer time, or for a long time, you find that he had even mastered those styles of the soldiers. He would walk, he would march just as them, and he was that person. Even the way he moved his legs and the hands, just the same as the soldiers. If you ask those people who were there during the Moyo's era, they will tell you that it was so much interesting watching President Moyo inspecting the guard, because he would match the same just as the soldiers. Remember, Moyo took over when he wasn't old, because he took over as the head of state when he was around, I think, 54 years, because he took over at 1978. So he was young, energetic, and therefore he had mastered those styles of the soldiers. Well, moving on to President Mwai Kibaki, our that president, the late, God rest his soul in eternal peace. You find that Mwai Kibaki, remember when he took over and as the president in 2003, he was a little bit old, and remember he was on a wheelchair because of that accident that happened during the campaign period. And you find that when Mwai Kibaki would inspect the guard of honor, he was a slow man. He would not he wouldn't move with that speed that we would expect, the same as even those soldiers who were leading him when he was inspecting the guard of honor, because of his leg. And therefore you realize that when he was inspecting the guard, even those bands by the soldiers, they would run slow, so that they would match with the marching president. Therefore Kibaki even would not inspect the whole guard, just the first 2 lines, and he is done. That was Mwai Kibaki, and that was his own style. Moving on to our retired president, the fourth president, His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta. You realize that Uhuru was alikuwa anapenda sana mambo za kijeshi. Remember there is a time he came during the national celebrations akiwa amevaa zile sare za kijeshi. And Uhuru ningemlinganisha na President Daniel Moi. Alikuwa yule mtu anapenda sana mambo za kijeshi. And although he would not inspect the whole guard of honor, he would inspect at least the first 2 lines. And you realize that he had his own marching style. Style yake ni unique, and alikuwa anaelewa mambo za kijeshi sana, because you look at president, he loved alikuwa anapenda sana mambo za kijeshi. Now, moving on to our current president, His Excellency William Ruto. Remember, he has only been in office for 7 months, so tunaweza kuwa tujajua style yake sana ya respect the guard of honor. But what I've noted with President William Ruto, he's so much energetic to a point that he's inspecting the whole guard of honor. I checked on him when there was a pass out parade for the GSU, and he inspected the whole guard. Remember, the president can even inspect the first 2 groups and decide to leave it there. But President William Ruto, he is inspecting the whole guard, and you look at him, he is moving with a very high speed that he's even forcing those who are leading him to also move with the same speed. Well guys, that is it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe for more videos.